Hi everyone, Victoria, say hi because I think we already started. It just takes a while to load. Hi everyone, Victoria Aksana is here. So if you're watching this video live, say hello to us. So if you're new to this group, welcome to our group. We do live videos in this group every single week about different topics. So if you have any questions for us, you can ask us your questions in the comments below. So let us know that you're watching this video because so we can say hi to you, but as well as some people messaged us that they want to be notified when we go live. So I'm trying to tag some people here, but it's really hard to find anybody that asked they want to go, they want to see this video. Hi Diego, hi David. So if you're watching this video, say hi to us so we can say hi back to you. And I'm just gonna try to tag some people that mentioned they want to be invited into this video. So just give me a couple of minutes. We're gonna get started in this topic. We're gonna talk about gut issues. We're gonna talk about colitis, Crohn's, leaky gut. We're gonna talk about autoimmunity. So let me just yeah, I'm doing it right. Hold on. I think we just talking about the video. Hold on. You can go ahead and get started while I do that. So who else has said they want to be in the video? Marisa? Here you go. She's in the group. Yes. So I just tagged a couple of people, but feel free to tag other people as well. As if you have friends who are struggling with autoimmune disease, if you have somebody in your family who's struggling with autoimmune disease, then invite them in this group as well. We go live once a week. We teach, we educate, and that's what we do here. So the first thing we want to talk about is that our cells are programmed to repair themselves. So every single one of your cells was programmed to repair, which means that if you have chronic illness, you're re-injuring yourself every day. And that is why you're not healing. So that is why people who are smokers, there's a repair that happens in their lungs overnight until they smoke again and they undo the repair and they go back to getting worse again. Yeah, so that's why people who actually quit smoking, they can get the lungs levels up if they don't have cancer. So the lungs can improve over time back to even non-smokers if they don't, as if they never smoked at all. Yeah, if you don't re-injure yourself with food. So if you're constantly in the state of trying to repair, but if you're like a smoker, you re-injure yourself with food. So you're creating a chronic condition. And that is why we believe that chronic illness is an invention of modern times. So when you stop re-injuring yourself, you have to be more extreme to eliminate your illness. And we use only food as medicine. That's what we do when we help people, that dramatically reduce inflammation as quickly as possible, combined with sleep, care, and mood improvements to get that inflammation gone so you can get healthy as quickly as possible. And that's why I wanted to mention that all of our clients that you've seen here, hi Laura, hi Dilara, good to see you. Again, if you're watching this video, say hi to us so we can say hi to you. Hi Laura, hope you're doing well. In this video, we're gonna talk about colitis and Crohn's. And so let me know if you have any questions about that. So all of our clients that you've seen the testimonials, they're real clients with real results. And that's the progress our clients make in 6 weeks. So the testimonials that you've seen is the kind of progress that they make in the time we work together. And every person we interact with is recorded on file, which means when they schedule a call with us, a daily communication with them over the email, and when they start a program and when they end a program. So as well as the labs that they email to us with their name and email address. So that's why we have evidence of every single client we have worked with. So if you have any doubts about whether our clients are real, you can reach out to us and ask us, but don't make assumptions that all those testimonials that we post are not real, because we actually have evidence of every person that we have ever recorded, that we have interacted with them over the course of 6 weeks. So somebody who's in a group, Miranda, she said that half of our clients are fake, which is completely false. We have evidence of email interactions with these people that you see testimonials with. And you can't fake someone's labs. So we always try to post labs if our clients retest their antibodies or inflammatory markers, we always share it on a page as well. And then we share the video testimonials where they share the stories. And it's you can't fake people's story. Every story is so unique. Like, and you can see how passionate we are as well, and how much time and effort we put into helping people. So that's why I know there's a lot of people who are skeptical, because maybe you've done something, it didn't work for you. And I talked to somebody who worked with another doctor who actually didn't take care of her. She didn't have questions answered. And we have stayed up until midnight answering our clients' questions. So, and without having any day off. And that's why, because we know that right now we have an epidemic of chronic diseases, and it is being driven by food industry and people's lack of care, emotional health that we can put out and reverse, but it takes a very aggressive approach, dedication and effort. But it is sure worth it to live for the rest of your life disease-free. So a lot of people believe that they learn when they consume information, but you actually learn something by doing it. So in order to change your health, you do it by taking action, not just spending all day consuming information while your health is still declining. Okay, so hi Larissa, good to see you. And next we're going to talk about Crohn's and colitis, and we're going to explain that a little bit. So let us know where you're from, and if you have any questions, feel free to post your questions in the comments below. Let us know what you need help with, if we can tag you in some video, if you want to learn about something. So let us know, and we can actually tag you in some other educational video that you would want to learn. Okay, and then so next we're going to talk about Crohn's and colitis. So that's why it's really embarrassing when doctors tell their patients that diet has nothing to do with disease. Of course it does. So when the doctor sees that your gut is so inflamed and it's bleeding, it comes down to a violation of a natural law. And we are biologically designed to eat certain foods to thrive. And the food passes easily through our intestinal tract without creating any inflammation. Yeah, you actually, if you look at the nature, you never see gorillas complaining about Crohn's disease or colitis, because they eat the foods that are designed for their bodies. The same with humans. Those diseases should never happen, and there's no reason for your intestine to get inflamed, and there's no reason for you to be suffering with autoimmune disease if it can be reversed. So that's why when you can put the wrong fuel in your car, it will break down. The same goes with your body. The intestinal tract gives out the same messages, and those inflammatory diseases are from the wrong fuel going through that intestine and irritating the wall of the intestine. And when I was a student myself, I believed what I have learned at school, that those diseases never go away, the Crohn's colitis never go away, the autoimmune diseases never go away. And I was foolish, because now from experience, these diseases do go away with the right help and process and education. So that's why when you think about it, your gut has really two major functions. One is the small intestine, and two is large intestine. And these organs are for absorption and how we absorb our nutrients from our food. So you want this organ working as well as possible. But there's also a wall barrier that has a function as well. But if there's undigested foods and stuff that you don't want to get in your bloodstream, that wall becomes not so solid. And this wall actually, it looks like this. It holds together very tightly, and it has tight junctions. And as long as this wall is really tight, and your gut is very intelligent, and it knows how to keep those bad molecules from entering into your bloodstream. But if this chronic inflammation happens by any reason, this wall become loose. Yeah, this can set infections. So infections lead to inflammation, and this is how you get leaky gut. And a lot of people come to us, they have leaky gut. Basically, most of the clients we see, they do have leaky gut, so you want to address the inflammation on a cellular level, not just try to heal the leaky gut, but you want to heal all your body. So these molecules that you really don't want in your bloodstream start leaking through and going into your bloodstream. And these molecules go to your joints, and they set off inflammatory joint disease. So that's why 35% of people with Crohn's disease or colitis have a secondary inflammatory disease such as arthritis that they develop later in life. And this is not a random event. Yeah, that's why a lot of people have more than just one autoimmune disease, because they never just reverse one autoimmune disease. You want to heal your whole body, not just to treat a symptom.
just treat the whole body.
Yeah, and the problem is people get this diagnosis and they have leaky gut or colitis, and they start thinking, I'm ruined forever. And you're not ruined forever. Your gut is constantly renewing itself. Just like you're growing skin cells, your gut wall is constantly growing new cells. And you grow a new gut wall every 2 weeks or so. But you have to change the food you're eating, because if you don't change what you eat, you will never heal. And you can't just be eating the same food and just take prednisone and think everything will get better. It doesn't work like that. So if you have colitis, don't focus that you're doomed. You have to focus on your gut and heal your gut. And the food you eat determines what kind of microbiome you get.
Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions about what we just talked about. Let's see who else is here. So if you're watching this video live, say hello to us and
Hi,
let us know.
Sophia Monas, thanks so much. She said, we know it's so real, we don't listen to crap. I really appreciate it. It just sometimes...
Because if people say that our clients are real, it's you actually discrediting the results, the work that they did to heal their bodies. So you can, when you always try to share the testimonials and the lab results, so you see that if other people can heal, you can heal as well.
Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. Again, the food determines what kind of bacteria you get. So I know people, they take probiotics, which can be beneficial, but probiotics will not reverse the disease, because what determines the health of your gut, again, is going back to the food you're eating. So if you're drinking alcohol, for example, and toxic food, you will foster some nasty microbes in your gut. So you can have nasty microbes in your gut, or your friendly microbes that are much more stabilizing. So these friendly microbes change our mood, they change our cravings. So there's a very dynamic relationship between a gut and a brain. And so your gut knows what you're eating. And if you have these microbes, these bad microbes, they will put out inflammatory molecules, and those are not the guys you want to invite into your body. So colitis is one of those devastating diseases that our clients come to us.
Yeah, because the colon is so inflamed, it's so angry, and the last thing your colon wants to do is actually to eat food. So when the disease is very active, they might be going to the bathroom 20 times per day, and they can't do anything. And plus, they can't absorb the food. So a lot of times, these people can become very malnourished and very thin. So each time they eat, it's actually also create anxiety, because every time they don't know what to eat. So they don't know if every meal is gonna send them to the bathroom. So a lot of people have a lot of anxiety when they have gut issues, because
they're scared to eat because they don't know what's gonna send them to the bathroom. So the diets that people eat nowadays is really the problem. And they eat those foods that will produce inflammatory molecules, and they would dissolve the mucus layer in your gut. And so it is a meal after meal that is destroying your colon. And so you have to know what you're eating and what you have to do to repair your body. And first of all, you stop eating the foods that are injuring your cells. And then we want to flood our body with the foods that repair your tissue. They send the chemical message to the gut wall to calm down, to reduce inflammation. And so even if you are on medications, you still change your diet and your gut comes down. So the food will do the healing, and then you can taper off all your medications, and you won't get the flare up when you're off the medications, because your gut is very healthy. But you first have to go through the process, make it work for you, and get to that recovery. So food does the healing, but people have to be patient with this disease.
So yeah, and then we work with somebody who has, the way we design a plan is based on the current health status and the function of the gut. So that's why we have to guide each person, and based on the results, they might be able to eat different foods.
Yes, so that's why your body does not want to be inflamed, and it wants to heal, but it can't heal if you keep eating something that's triggering it. So you need a lot of support, encouragement for colitis, and the right recovery process. And Crohn's, especially going to the bathroom 24/7. So you have to know that you are not a helpless victim. And when you're driving your car and there's a red light comes up, and the problem is not with the light, a car needs oil change. The same thing with food. So the same thing with Crohn's and colitis. your colon is inflamed, and we can fix it with the right nutrition. And when you reverse your disease, you're not going to get sick again because you have reversed your illness. And that's the difference. In a program, we teach how to reverse it, not just to put you in remission, but of course, it requires dedication and time and commitment. Because if you've been sick for decades, most likely you're not going to be fully recovered in 6 weeks' time. You have to keep going and continue implementing everything that you learn with us.
So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Hi, Diego. I said hi.
Yeah, so Diego said I have leaky gut after antibiotic use, and my IBS started it since. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we can help you with, the IBS and your leaky gut, and repair that lining of your body. So that's what we can help with. And we did have people who had imbalance of bacteria in their gut, and we had lab results from one of our clients. Her inflammation was in over 200, her calprotectin levels in the stool, which measured the inflammation. It's released by your immune system, by your immune cells. Her levels were over 200, and they went down to less than 16 in 30 days. And she had dysbiosis happening in her gut as well, which normalized. So that's what I want to talk about. So when food is allowed to stay for too long, like in the small intestine, this will allow fermentation to occur. So they can help if your stomach does not empty fast enough. So, and you will get fermentation even in your stomach, and it can be acidic depending on what you're eating. So if you have leaky gut, these nasty microbes will end up being in your circulation. And once it is in your circulation, it will make it to your brain. And then it will create inflammation in the brain, in your dorsal vagal complex, and that stops the signal to go to the bathroom. So people get constipated. So the bowels are not going to be moving the way that they should. And it becomes one of the early signals that something is wrong with your body.
Yeah, so if you have constipation or some kind of gut issues, it's actually
Or
not
diarrhea.
just, yeah, it's not just only affects our digestive system, but actually our brain as well, our brain function. That's why a lot of people who have gut issues, they also have mood disorders, they have anxiety, because everything is really connected. And one of the first early signs of
Parkinson's disease is inflammation in your bowels. So when the bowel movement stops, when people get constipated, it starts to create all other problems. And you will get toxins leaking into your bloodstream too frequently, and they will create inflammation in joints, inflammation in your brain. So when you have a destruction in your gut, you will get toxins leaking into your circulatory system.
Oh, actually, our client Sheila, who's a nurse, she couldn't go to the bathroom as well. She was so constipated, and she had joint pain as well, and she had so much brain fog. So everything is really related. So just because people might have one symptom, but later on, if you don't address that one symptom, it turns into something else, because you just have to fix your whole body.
Especially fix the autoimmune disease. If you are dealing with autoimmune disease right now, you want to fix it once and for all, because it will continue to progress problems. And so how would someone know that they're at good point or that they have healed? So you know that you've healed is you haven't had symptoms for a while. And even if you eat something, let's say off your recovery plan, your symptoms don't come back. So we do have a video of one of our clients that we worked with last year who had Crohn's disease, and she had bloody stools and diarrhea. And within the 6 weeks, her symptoms stopped. And she just been maintaining her health, but she's not following the same recovery plan we put her on. So one of the common questions people ask us, do I have to eat certain food forever? You don't have to, but once you achieve the results and health that you want, that's when you can step down, and we teach you what exactly to do so you maintain your health, but you still make sure there's nothing going to be triggering your disease. So people who have reported to us when they reverse the disease, even if they eat things as planned, let's say they go back to eat gluten again, they start eating pasta, they don't get the disease back.
So they don't have a flare-up compared to somebody who's in remission. They might feel good, and they constantly have those flare-ups, maybe a couple of months, it depends. And in our program, actually, our client, they stay healthy long-term. So we keep data with our clients, and some of them still send us the emails. We ask them how they're doing, and they tell us they're still doing great after months, after a year later.
But some people, like I mentioned earlier, is you get healthier and healthier every single time. So just because we work with people over the course of 6 weeks, it doesn't mean that people have to stop completely and go back to doing something that got them sick in the first place. So that you get healthy and more and more healthier with time. Just like my sister and I, we follow exactly what we preach and exactly what we teach. And we're in our 30s, and as you can see, we have good health. And so that's why you do, if you want to listen to somebody, listen to people who are healthy, and you can't give out what you don't have. And a lot of people go to the doctor, and the doctor has lupus, the doctor has arthritis, and the doctor tells you how to deal with your arthritis, but the doctor is sick. So that's why. And also, I want to talk about antibiotics. So one of the things that can destroy your gut is antibiotics, and a lot of you know that. So antibiotics are very important, but they're often overdone. So they can be used for things like viral infections. If there's a lot of, so if you have bacterial infection and you don't want it to get worse, or if you have an infection happening in the body, then antibiotics can save your life. But there's a lot of antibiotics in food supply. That's something people don't know, that they're eating food that has antibiotics in them. And so there are over 80 types of antibiotics that are used that were never tested on humans. And we do get exposure through our food and our water as well. So you get exposure to antibiotics through your food. And so those antibiotics will kill off your good bacteria, and it will set up a lot of problems. Mm-hmm. And when you get leaky gut, it drives not just autoimmune diseases, but reflux and depression and other mood disorders. And this is what we're teaching our clients, how to reverse their disease, and we heal the whole body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and then let me know if you have any questions about this, what we just talked about. And so great question, Laura. Thank you for your question. And then, also how you know how you healed is you start feeling really good. And that's how you know you're in the right direction. You feel good. That's what we tell our clients. The first thing you know what you're doing is working. You feel good. You have more good days and bad days. And some people just start feeling good right away. So it really depends on the person. And then sometimes people labs improve really rapidly within 6 weeks. Sometimes it takes longer. But the first indication is how you feel.
Yeah, so Sarah asked, what if you have deficiencies in vitamins? Why are you having those deficiencies? What's causing you to have the deficiencies? Are you not eating the food that have those vitamins in them? Or are you having absorption issues? So what exactly is causing you to have deficiencies in vitamins? So instead of trying to fix the deficiency by taking the supplement, and we do have a post about it in a client group where we don't recommend vitamins to supplement with, because a lot of vitamins can actually cause side effect. And so you want to address what's causing you to have the deficiency in the first place. So that way you're not going to be having it. And then, so why you have that? That's my question for you. Why do you have the deficiency, and how long you've had that? What triggered it for you, and what have you tried to address it? Are you addressing it by taking the vitamins? And what happens if you don't take the vitamin? Do you become low again? Because you should be getting these things from your food. So another thing we want to talk about is stress plays a lot of role in your recovery. So the brain is connected to the intestinal tract, and we have a big neurotransmitter. There's a neurotransmitter that travels from your brain to your gut. And when we are in chronic stress, our adrenal glands respond, and then our immune system gets suppressed. And immunity is very important. That keeps invasive microbes out of the gut wall. And when people are under stress, what do they normally do? They eat. And when they eat the foods that is not very good for our bodies, such as sugar and those nasty fats, this increases the inflammation even more. And every colitis patient will tell you that the colitis flare-ups often happens under stress. So they often have colitis flare-up when they're really stressed out, or they get Crohn's flare-up when they're really stressed out.
Yeah, because when you're actually stressed out, it shuts down your immune system. Your immune system gets really weak, and also people eat under stress, and then your digestion is not working properly. So if you maybe have it happened to you when you were doing something, you were eating really fast, all of a sudden you start having stomach ache because you're under stress. Your digestive system can completely shut down. So that's why stress, anxiety, and depression they can influence cortisol levels and create inflammation. So happiness really helps to helps to heal your body faster. So people, our clients, we notice how very positive and hopeful, they actually recover faster compared to clients who have depression, anxiety. And so that's why we do teach that in a program, how to manage your stress, how to be more
Okay,
hopeful.
Victoria.
So managing stress is also becomes very important.
Okay, so I was just trying to tag some people in this video as well. So who asked that they wanted to be in this video, but let's see if you're watching a replay, you can tag replay, and if you want somebody to reach out to you about getting direct help from us, then let us know and we'll have somebody reach out to you. But we did want to clarify that there is a waiting list to work with us, and we don't have many spots to work with people because we work with people every day. There's daily feedback and support education that we offer, and as long as people reach out for help and ask questions, they may get the best possible outcome of us working together. So there are not a lot of spots available. There's limited spots available, and there's a waiting list. So if you want to work with us, we have to have a conversation with you to learn more about your situation and see if it makes sense to work together. And so send us a message or a comment under this video that you would like more information, and then we'll see whether it makes sense for us to speak together and figure out whether we can help you. Because we want people in our program that we can help, and that's why we have high success rate, because everybody that we have worked with is that they have a problem that we have either solved in the past and we know exactly how to solve. So if you have something that we don't know how to help you with, or we don't have experience with that, we will let you know. But we've had good success with all kinds of autoimmune diseases, including spondyloarthritis and even rare skin autoimmune conditions that you cannot even find anywhere online that we've helped people with.
Yeah, and all the videos you see in our apply page, these are all clients
On the
results
website.
on the website, all the results and 6 weeks results, and they do talk about it in 6 weeks. So we do interview them right after the program is
Typically,
over.
if they're open
normally.
to share, that's when we do it. But obviously, a lot of people, if they still have symptoms, they have to continue on, and that's what we teach exactly what to do and guide and educate, so you have the tools, the knowledge to take the next steps without us. I hope this video was good and interesting to you.
And let me know if you want us to do some kind of different topic. So what do you want to learn about? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll do a video about it again next week. So we do videos every week. So feel free to join.
Usually once a week.
Once a week.
And then let us know if you have any questions. And otherwise, yes, please, I would love to move forward and get your help to my healing path. Yeah, Diego, let me, because I did see that you messaged me, but your email went all the way down and I didn't get a chance to respond to you. So I will take a look at it today. Sometimes if I don't respond within 24, 48 hours to anybody, then feel free to follow up with us. Sometimes mailbox fills up to 3 pages because we get client emails daily. And so that's why if I don't respond to you, then feel free to follow up. So Diego, I'm glad that you reminded me. So I will get back to your email today, and then we'll schedule that follow-up call and discuss all the details, okay? But our next program starts in the middle of October, that we still have some spots available, and we'll see how, if it makes sense for us to work with you. Okay, so I'll respond to your email hopefully tonight. And then Laura, let me know how you're doing. Okay, I hope you mentioned, you had your surgery. Let us know how you're healing. I'm looking forward to, hearing an update from you. And then let's see. I'm not sure if I'm seeing all the comments because I'm only seeing the most recent.
Also,
ones.
if you know somebody who's maybe struggling with autoimmune disease, feel free to invite them to this group so they can benefit, or maybe they have questions, so we can help them as well.
If you have other topics coming up next week, right, Victoria?
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about other topics. So we're really excited to educate and then inspire you on your healing journey. Okay, so then we'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Tomorrow we have a lot of client calls, and really busy day this weekend for us. Oh, like every weekend. So, but feel free, if you need a help, comment on this video or send us a message and we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, so we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.